people. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Javante, and today I have something very special that I would like to share with you guys. So we are going to dive into my journey on how I went from balancing a full-time 9-to-5 job and a side hustle to finally taking the leap and running my business full-time. I know firsthand how crazy it can feel to juggle both. Trust me, I've been there and it wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it. So if you're feeling stuck balancing your job and your passion project, then this video is definitely for you. All right, let's rewind it a bit. Back when I was working my 9-to-5, I always had this feeling that I wanted more. I just had this itch to build something of my own, a business that would give me the freedom to control my time and my energy. But here's the thing, I still had bills to pay, rent due, and life was definitely lifing. So quitting my job on a whim was just not an option. There was no way you could convince me that I could really just stop working and be okay in life. So I did what a lot of us do. I hustled in my off hours. After work, late nights, weekends, you name it. But let me tell you, it was exhausting. The challenge wasn't just time management. It was also pretty much mental exhaustion as well. I was constantly switching between my job, my business, my family, and some days it just felt very much impossible for me to stay focused. I won't sugarcoat it. The initial challenges were real. Imagine this. Working a full day at your job, trying to perform, trying to show up, you want to do a good job, and then when you're supposed to be winding down, boom, you got to go home and jump right into your side hustle. And if you're working from home, you're literally just switching laptops or closing one window down and opening up a new one. It's almost like running 2 marathons in one day. I don't know what it's like to run a marathon. I've never ran one. I probably won't ever sign up to run a marathon. If I had to imagine, it's probably a lot. But the point is that I was so burnt out that the idea of me even looking at my laptop made me cringe. I would get off work, I'm exhausted, I'm mentally checked out, and the last thing I wanted to do was work more. But I had a vision for what I wanted, and that's what kept me going. Time constraints were a big issue. I was constantly battling between wanting to put in time for my business and having very little time to actually do it. So here's what helped me. I had to find a way to stay on track and actually make progress. So one of the first things I started implementing was time blocking. I started time blocking like my life depended on it. What I mean by that is I would block off specific times during the week to work on my side hustle. For example, I dedicate 2 hours after work on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then maybe even do something like a couple of hours on Saturday mornings for business only, my business only. When I knew exactly when I'd work on my side hustle, I felt less overwhelmed because I wasn't trying to squeeze it into random gaps of time. I also set my boundaries with myself and didn't let my 9-to-5 bleed into my side hustle time. Next up was financial prep. Look, I knew that going full-time was a big risk, so I made sure to build up a safety net. I set a goal to save 6 months worth of living expenses before I took the leap. Having that cushion is what gave me the peace of mind to feel more comfortable taking that plunge, knowing I wouldn't be scrambling to pay this bill or do this or do that right away. It took a lot, but I was very strategic with making sure that I had what I needed to be okay for when it was time for me to go ahead and head out. I didn't quit my job until business was bringing in consistent revenue. I told myself, okay, once I'm able to replace my current salary with this business, then I'll consider going full time. And reaching that milestone is what gave me the confidence that I wasn't just jumping off a cliff. I had something to actually stand on that was solid. I low-key jumped off a cliff and built a plane on the way down, no, but we don't tell nobody.
There was nothing secure about. There's just never anything. It's never a perfect time.
Now, let's talk mindset, because this was huge for me. Honestly, it all came down to me overcoming the fear of the unknown. Going full-time in your business feels risky because it is risky, but here's the mindset shift that made all the difference. I started thinking about what I could control. I could control my effort. I could control how I showed up for my clients. I could control how prepared I was financially. These are just the things that are within your realm of control. You have to get very comfortable with controlling those things. I had to shift from I hope this works to I'm gonna make this work. Once I made the switch, my confidence skyrocketed. I'm talking it skyrocketed, and my decision to go full time just felt that much less scary. So If you're balancing a 9 to 5 and a side hustle right now, my advice to you is this: stay patient, stay strategic, and focus on building something solid. The hustle might feel overwhelming at times, but the freedom that comes with it, oh my gosh, the freedom that comes with running your own business is worth every late night, every early morning, every sacrifice. Trust me, it's so worth it. So trust your process, make small but consistent progress, and prepare yourself both financially and mentally for the jump. When the time is right, you'll know. All right, beautiful people, that's all for today. I hope my story gives you some insight and inspiration to keep pushing towards your own goals. If you have any questions about transitioning from a side hustle to full-time entrepreneurship, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer them in a future video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the tips and stories to help you level up your life and your business. Until next time, beautiful people, stay committed to your growth, and I'll see you in the next video.